how's it going? It is Wellness Wednesday on my channel, but I always talk to God about wellness, especially in the mental space. I struggle with anxiety and depression, and I am on medication for it. I probably will be for the rest of my life, and that's okay. I was born with manic depression, which means I have really high highs and really low lows, and I'm also mildly autistic, so my brain ticks a little differently. My God made me special. That's all I say. He only gives you what you can handle, and I'm pretty good with weird stuff, so I'm weird, and that's just how it goes. But I want to talk to you about prayers and how we talk to God and how it can really help balance and bring mental. I worked all day. I worked out. I made dinner, and my brain is just a mush. And, I just mix words up when I'm tired sometimes. Getting old is fun, kids out there. But it's a blessing. I'm thankful. Not many people get to see 40, and it's an honor to be 40, and I'm thankful. But I've also earned the right to be like, stuff's going wrong. God gave me a sense of humor. Use it, people. Anyway, so I get asked all the time, like, how do you pray? How do you talk to God? And at the same time, how does God help you with mental illness? I'm going to try to cover both. And again, there is no right or wrong way to pray. I say that first. But how do I do it specifically? It's weird. My relationship with God, I look at him as my heavenly Father, my creator, the utmost respect and that gratitude, but he's my homie. He's my best friend. I tell God everything, even the things you're probably not supposed to tell God. I'm like, God, I talk, examples. This is why I kind of get the looks in church, but I'm just very honest, and I feel like that's just my calling. God's like, just be you out there, okay? Because nobody can do it like you, and people will relate, but at the same time be like, I can't believe she just said that out loud. God works in mysterious ways. I always say that. He also makes mysterious people that do mysterious things. I like to be unexpected. Keep you on your toes. I talk to God like my friend sometimes. It really depends on the situation. If I'm scared, if I'm anxious, if I'm hurting, Heavenly Father, I need you. It's a very different prayer. If I'm just trying to work something out, I'm like, God, why do I do this? I drive myself crazy. Do you see what I'm doing? I don't mean to belittle myself, but God, I like a freaking moron. Where's my brain today? And I just feel like he's laughing, like he has a sense of humor with me. I know that people, I also pray out loud because I live alone, so not all the time, but I'll walk around, I'll be cleaning my house, I'll be like, God, why does life have to be so hard? There's got to be a better way. How can I help other people and people like myself? it shouldn't be this hard to pay for things. I just got my notice of my rent increasing at the end of March again. It's every year it goes up, and it's we work so hard, and I'm just talking to God. I'm like, this can't be what our purpose is. God, we don't even like our jobs. We don't even pick jobs because we like them. We pick it because of how much it pays us. God, I really don't think that's why people are supposed to have jobs. I feel like it's just a new age way of slavery. We're forced into, we're not doing our dreams, God, and I really don't think it's fair. Do I think that voicing that is going to change the world? No, but I just have to get it out of my soul, and I know God hears me, and I feel better. I'll be driving to work, and I'll be like, God, if anybody yucky like sends me any yuckiness, can you just make sure it doesn't touch me? Because I'm like having a really good day and I like these vibes, God. And I don't want anyone, verbatim, I'll say this to God, I don't want anyone to harsh my mellow. You know how hard I work for this mellow, God. Don't let them burst our bubble. And I'll be like, God, we're going to win today. Like, I include him in my shit. I'll be like, God, we're writing this book. We're writing the screenplay. We're gonna we're working out every day, God. We're getting skinny. Like us. Like this is a team. Because he's with me all the time. I consider him my, on my shoulder buddy. That's how you pray. And when I'm scared, when I'm hurt, my back has been bothering me, I'll lay in bed and be like, God, I know that you said you could give me what I could handle, but I really cannot handle these spasms. They're keeping me up at night. And I don't want to have to keep taking all these medicines. Like, I can't even have ibuprofen because of my anxiety medicines. I'm stuck to, I can't even say that word, acetaminophen. And I don't feel like it's working, God. Can you help me? And I'll cry sometimes about money. Like, how am I going to pay for this, God? How do they expect us to live? I'm like, full on crying sometimes. Like, am I going to die alone, God? Am I going to be a crazy cat lady? Like, is there a person out there for me? I know there is. Where is he? Can you draw me a map? I'll make jokes with God, okay? I practice my comedy with God. When I'm like, instead of looking in the mirror, I'll be like, God, listen, okay? And I'll just blurt it out. I'm a fucking weirdo. I don't care. You know why? Because God appreciates my weirdness. And he fucking loves. Probably doesn't like that I say fucking. I mean, he does invent all things. But we have free will, so the free will invented the fucking. So technically it's the same. I just like that word. He gets me. Okay? He knows. I don't even have to say nothing. I can talk to God in my brain all day while I'm looking at you, which I normally, I spend a lot of time alone, people. The only one I really ever talk to is God. I don't even have pets anymore. I used to talk to my pets. You know, I'm in my isolation period. When everybody spiritually ascends and when you're stepping into your, strong relationship with God, you're alone, okay? I talk to God. I free ball it everywhere. I call it free balling. When I'm talking out loud to God, I'm like no one's around to hear me. I'm either driving in my car, in my shower. I like to talk to God in the shower. That's probably weird because I'm naked, but he did invent me, so. I mean, I'm also feel weird about being naked in front of my parents, but they made me too, so I don't feel like that's that weird. Anyway, there's no right or wrong to pray, but that's how I suggest you pray. Just talk. Just fucking say whatever's on your brain. I swear, talking like, this fucking shit's bullshit, God. And I'm like, oh, I'm sorry, language. But I do feel better for saying that. Please forgive me. Just let me go for a minute, God. I'm going to say a lot of F's. Just forgive me for all of them for a second. No one can hear me. These F's aren't landing anywhere. It's just like, I just need to. He forgives me. I feel better. I don't feel like it's a sin. No one's listening but him. And he's probably like, you know, when your kid hurts themselves and you just want them to feel better, and you're like, you know what? You can say the F word if it helps you, and your kid is like, I get to swear once. I get to swear. It's like that moment. God's like, I know in my soul how he reacts. And the only way to get that close with God is to talk every day about everything, anything and everything, like you would your best friends. Your fears, your concerns, your worries. And in doing so, getting it off my chest, as I always say, I feel better. You have to, drop the fear of being weird. No one's around to hear you talk to yourself, so who the fuck cares? Get it out of your soul. Are you embarrassed that the nothingness is going to judge you? There's nothing there. Speak to God. or just think it. But don't mind wander. And that's hard. That's why I say it out loud. True